Hi, everyone. My name is Christian.
Hi, everyone. My name is Adrian.
Oh, hi again, Adrian. How are you doing?
Thanks, Christian. I'm well. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, Adrian. Adrian, I had a question for you. I had a question. So I have a question for you. And my question is, Adrian, how do you get around? For example, how do you go from here's one place and here's another place?
Okay.
Let me draw that again.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, so here's one place, here's another place.
Okay.
We could say this is place A, and this is place B. So one place or one location and another place or another location. So I could ask, how do you get from A to B? How do you get from one place to another place, or from one location to another location?
Good
Or
question.
how do you get around? How do you get from place to place?
Okay. I would say, in answer to this question, how do I get from A to B? I would say I usually drive. I usually drive in my car.
Adrian, what kind of car is it? What kind of car? When I think of a car, let me draw what I think of if I think of a car. Something like, here's my drawing of a car. Is it like this? A car like this?
It's exactly like that, Christian. My car is exactly like that one. It looks like a drawing because it's the Skoda Octavia. It looks like that.
Oh, so your car looks like this car?
It does. From the side, because we're looking from the side, it looks just like that.
So Adrian, do you drive in your car many places?
Every day I get in the car and I drive to work.
So for example, let's say this place, here's your home. So we'll say this place A, or this location is your home. And then, so you drive your car from your home to your work.
That's right.
Here's a building. So you drive from home to work, and then do you also drive back home?
Yes, I do. So I drive from home to work and then back again from work to home.
And do you drive to work and back every day? Let me draw a calendar here, or a week. So here's a week. Here's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So there's 1 week has 7 days. So there's 7 days: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Do you drive every day? Do you go to work and back every day?
I go to work and back in my car, which I drive 5 days in the week. So that's 5 days in the week. And the first day of my week for work is Monday. So I drive on Monday. I drive on Tuesday, and I drive on Wednesday,
Wednesday,
and I drive to work and back on Thursday.
Thursday,
And then on the 5th day of my working week, again, I drive to work and back, and that's the Friday.
on Friday.
And then at the weekend on Saturday, I think, whew, I don't have to drive anymore.
So you go to work, and you work at work on Monday, and you work on Tuesday, you work on Wednesday, you work on Thursday, and you work on Friday. So you work 5 days a week. Is that right?
That's right. I work 5 days a week, Monday to Friday.
And then so we would call this the weekdays. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are weekdays. And then Saturday and Sunday are the weekend, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So you don't work on the weekend, right?
No, I don't work on Saturday or Sunday. So I don't work at the weekend.
Yeah. So in general, people work from Monday to Friday. People go to work on Monday and come back home, and then they go to work on Tuesday. They go to work on Wednesday. They go to work on Thursday. They go to work on Friday. But then people usually have the weekends off. So people usually do not go to work on Saturday, and they don't go to work on Sunday either. So that's a typical work week. This is many people have this kind of work week, right?
Yes, that's normal. That's very common. It's very common in England and also in Canada, Christian.
Yeah, here in Canada or in the United States. So in many countries, many places, in England, in Canada, in the United States, and in many countries, many places in the world, many people work 5 days a week, and then they have Saturday and Sunday off. So many people work from Monday to Friday. So they go to work on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then they don't work on Saturday or Sunday. But also now many people also work from home, like on their computer. They work, but at home. But you don't work at home, right? You go to work. Is that right, Adrian?
That's right. I don't work at home. Instead, I go to work and I work in the office. So where I work is called the office.
Yeah. Is it an office building like this?
It is. It's not as tall. That office building looks
Not
quite tall.
Is it more
perfect?
Like
that's it. That's amazing.
So there's an office building. This just has 2 stories, 1 story, 2 stories, like that.
Well, okay, ground 1 and 2, but it looks like that.
Oh, I see. Ground floor, then 1 and 2. We would say.
No, it is just the 2.
Oh, it is 2.
But the reason I get confused is because there are a lot of stairs. There are lots of stairs, and it feels like I walk up a lot of stairs.
Oh, I see. So do you, there's the first floor there. Do you then walk? Do you walk up the stairs to go up here and work on this floor?
Yes, I do. So I walk up. There's 1, 2, 3 sets of stairs. So I go, and it in my mind, that's many stairs.
Oh, so let me draw some stairs here. So is the building kind of like this? There's 2 floors. There's 2 floors, but there's 1 set of stairs, 2 sets of stairs, 3 sets of stairs.
That's it. And they go round. So I'm turning and going up the stairs.
Oh, I see. So, okay. So on a day like this, on the weekdays, so today actually, it's the weekend, right? So
Yeah.
today is Sunday, and today you did not go to work, right?
No, I didn't go to work today because it is Sunday.
Yeah. But tomorrow is Monday. So today is Sunday. Tomorrow is Monday, and tomorrow will you drive to? Will you drive in your car from your home to your office where you work?
Yes, I will. I will wake up, jump out of bed, get into the car, and drive to work. I'll drive all the way to work.
And then when you arrive at work, so when you drive in your car and then arrive at your office where you work, then will you walk up all of these stairs? Will you walk up the stairs to get to where you work?
Yes, I do try to walk up the stairs, but usually I'm quite excited. So I kind of bounce up the stairs. I kind of jump up the stairs.
Oh, that sounds good. So you almost run up the stairs,
Kind
run up
of
the stairs.
a little bit because, I've just been in the car for an hour. So I'm in the car for 1 hour and I've been sitting behind the wheel for a whole hour.
Wow. And so you've been in the car. So here's 1 hour. Let
One
me
hour.
seconds. So there's 1 hour. So
Mhm.
your trip to work or driving from your home to your work to your office, that takes 1 hour. Is that right? In your car?
Yeah, that's right. It takes 1 hour and I'm sitting down for a whole 1 hour.
Right, because you have to sit in your car to drive, right?
That's right. And then, of
Yeah.
course, when I get out of my car, I want to move my body. I
Hmm.
want to move.
Um, Adrian, do you drive very fast to work?
No, not really, because I don't drive very fast to work because there are many other cars
Ah,
on the road. So many other cars on the road.
so it sounds like I think from what you're saying that there's lots of traffic. Like
Mm-hmm.
here's let me draw some other cars here. So here's another car, here's another car. So here's you in your car, and then there's many other cars. Let me draw more cars here. There's another car. Is it like this?
It
Is it like this, Adrian? Are there many cars
it's
on the
like
road?
that. There are many cars. It's just like that. And all the cars, my car, all the cars have to go slowly.
Right. Is it so all these cars go slowly? Is
Yes.
do they go slowly because there's so many of them? There's so much traffic. It makes it slow to
Yes.
get to work.
There is so much traffic between my house and my office where I actually work that everyone has to drive slowly.
Wow. Is that why it takes 1 hour for you to drive to your work?
Exactly. That's why it takes 1 hour for me to drive to my work. If there were no other cars on the road,
Oh, without these cars. So if these cars and these cars weren't here, if it were just you,
right, if it was just me, no other cars, it would take 40, 45 minutes, maybe 45 minutes.
Oh, okay. So 45 minutes. So if it were just you on the road without these cars here, then it would be 45 minutes.
Yes.
45 minutes.
Easily.
Yeah. So just by yourself, it would be 45 minutes. But because of all these other cars, because of all this traffic here, because of that, it takes 1 hour, right? It takes 1 hour to get to your work.
That's right. So if I was the only car on the road, I'd be much quicker. It would take about 45 minutes. So much less time than 1 hour, much less time.
Right. But it does not take 45 minutes because these cars are here. These cars are here. There's all this traffic here. Because of all this traffic, it takes you 1 hour to get to work.
That's right.
Right. How about to get back home? So to get from your work back home. So you drive back home as well, right?
That's right.
Of course.
So sometimes if I'm lucky, if I'm really lucky, then it takes about 45 minutes to drive home from work. So I leave work and come home. Sometimes it takes 45 minutes if I'm lucky, but sometimes it takes longer than 1 hour.
Wow. So, okay. So going from your home to your work takes 1 hour.
Yes.
Because of all the traffic. And then going from your work back home, it can take 45 minutes sometimes.
Right. And then sometimes even more time. So I think the longest time was 1.5 hours.
Wow. So it could take, is it, let me write this again. So does it usually take 45 minutes?
Maybe on 1 or 2 days in the week, Monday to Friday.
So some days, one or 2 days out of the week,
1 or 2 days,
45 minutes.
Yep.
But then you said other times it takes 1 hour. So other days it takes 1 hour.
That's it. And
maybe
one day in the week, something happens and it takes even longer.
Oh, so sometimes once in a while it takes 1 hour and 30 minutes, right? 1 hour.
That's right.
1 hour and 30 minutes. But usually, or 2 days, maybe 1 day, 2 days. So 1 or 2 days, it's 45 minutes. Other days, it's 1 hour. And then once in a while, some days to get from your work back home, it takes 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Sometimes, yes, it can happen.
If something happens, like maybe over here, this car, for example, what might happen? Might there be maybe a car crash or something?
Well, about 3 weeks ago,
something like this.
I hope not, but 3 weeks ago, a car in front of me, it was in front of me, just stopped. He just stopped, and I had to get out and help push the car off the road. So I had to push the car off the road.
So okay, so was this last week?
This is about 3 weeks ago. So
Okay.
3 weeks ago.
Okay, so here's this week, so or next week, or so it was 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
There was, so this is you
That's
in
me.
your car, and then there was a car in front of you.
Yes.
So this car is behind you, this car is in front of you, and then the car, it stopped. Maybe, I don't know, something happened. The car could not go, right?
Yes, maybe the car. I'm not sure about the driver. He might not have been okay.
Oh,
So he had a problem. He had a problem, and he had to stop, I think.
oh, I see. So, okay, so the driver, maybe the driver, maybe this person driving, maybe he felt sick or something, or
I think probably he didn't feel well.
okay, so this driver didn't feel well for some reason, and then did you say that you had to get out and push this car?
That's right. So
Oh,
he got out. He got out of his car and tried to push, but he wasn't strong enough on his own. So I got out, and a couple of other people also got out, and we together, not just me, together we helped push his car off the road.
oh, I see. So the car, of course, here the car is, so the car is stopped there, and then this is you behind the car, but you said people got in.
Yes.
So here's the car on the road. Here's so the car was on the road like this, and then you got out.
So yeah,
and
I got out,
people,
and two other people got out, and we pushed him off the road.
okay.
To help him.
Yeah.
But
oh, I see. So you pushed it maybe to the side like this.
Yes, it
Push
was
the car to the side of the road like this.
Yes, but it was a big road. It was 3 lanes, so a very big road, and we had to push him quite far.
Right. So then once the car was on the side of the road, then you could go, other cars could go.
That's right. So I thought, so we pushed him onto the side. He seemed okay. And I thought, now I can go quickly. Now I'll go quickly. And for about 1 minute, I drove fast. I thought, brilliant, I can drive fast, I can go home, I can relax. And after 1 minute, traffic jam, cars everywhere.
Oh, so there was another traffic jam like this, lots of traffic again. So this happened 3 weeks ago.
That's right.
When you were going back home, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And so on that day, how long did it take for you to get back home?
On that day, I think it took 1.5 hours, at least 1.5 hours, at least.
Okay. Oh, so on that day when this happened, it took you at least 1.5 hours, or at least 1 hour and 30 minutes, maybe more than 1 hour and 30 minutes to get back home.
Yes, I'm not really sure because I don't wear a watch, so I wasn't looking, but it was easily that long.
But that's usually it takes 45 minutes or maybe an hour some days. So 45 minutes or an hour, 45 minutes to an hour.
That's it, close to an hour. So it's okay. But of course, when I come home from work, so I leave work and I come home, it's okay. because I won't be late. So coming home, I can't be late. Of course, when I leave my house and go to work, I want to be on time, and that's important to me. And I don't like to be late to work. So coming home, it's okay. Being late for work, no.
Right. So when you come back home, if it takes 45 minutes, that's okay, or that's good. That's good. But even if it takes an hour, that's still okay.
That's okay.
If it takes an hour and a half, that's okay, because you're going back home. Right. You're going back home. So these are all okay. You don't have to be at home at a certain time, right?
Right.
But when you go to work, you have to be here. You have to be up here at work at a certain time. So
that's right.
If you go to work, if it took this long, an hour and a half, or if it took more than an hour and a half, that would not be good, right?
No, I'd be very angry. I'd be frustrated, very angry with the traffic, even though I'm also in a car myself.
Yeah, yeah, but you need to get to work on time, right?
I do, yes.
Yeah, so if you're in traffic, if you have to be somewhere, like you have to be at work, and there's all this traffic there and you're stuck, you're going very, very slowly, or even you're stopped, that can get frustrating, or you can get angry if you're stuck in traffic like that, right?
Yes, it can. It can.
Yeah. But Adrian, do you like driving? Do you like driving? Maybe not you. First of all this traffic here, you don't like traffic, right? Or
well,
lots and lots of traffic. You don't like that.
I like driving. I like driving. I like it when there are not too many other cars on the road. But if there are, I'm happy if I have good music coming from the radio. So if the radio is playing good music, I can go slowly and just enjoy the music and sing along, have a little bit of a dance.
Okay, so do you play? Let me draw some notes here, some musical notes. So here's some music playing from your car or in your car. So there's some notes. So do you like playing music or playing the radio, having the radio on and listening to music in your car?
Yes. So every day I turn on my car and I turn on the radio and I listen to music through the entire journey. For the whole journey, I listen to music. So if it's good music, I go to work and I'm happy. But if I've had to go very slowly and it's taken me an hour and there are lots of other cars and I might be late for work and the music was bad, it makes me angry. I get angry.
Yeah, I would be angry too, or I would be annoyed at least, or frustrated if the music is not good, if there's lots and lots of traffic, lots and lots of other cars. I would not like that either. But Adrian, the music is on the radio, right? So you listen to music on the radio in your car.
That's right. I listen to music on the radio. I dial it in.
If you don't like the music, can you change the station, change the music?
Yes, I change between 3 different radio stations. And if I don't like the music that I'm listening to, I try the next one and I listen for a little bit. If I don't like that, I press the button and I try the next one. And if I don't like that, I go back to the first one again and hopefully it will have changed.
So this is music on the radio. So here's transmitter. So there's one radio station broadcasting music. Here's another radio station. Here's another radio station. So you can choose like this radio station or this radio station or this radio station. So you can change the station, you can change the music, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so you can.
I listen to, sorry, Christian, I listen to three different radio stations.
So 1, 2, 3 radio stations. So 3 different stations playing different kinds of music, right?
Yes, that's right.
So Adrian, do you always drive to work and back home? Do you always drive in your car?
Yes, I do. I always drive to work in my car.
Okay, so do you ever, let me ask you, I'm just erasing this. Let me erase all this so that I can draw some more. So let me ask you, do you ever take, here's a bus. This is a bus. Adrian, do you ever take, well, I've erased your house here, or there. Okay, so here's your home and here's your work, your office where you work. So you go to work and you go back home. You said you always drive to work and back home in your car, right?
That's right.
So there's your car. You always drive to work and drive back home. Do you ever get to work and back home, or get to work or get back home a different way? For example, do you ever take the bus to work or take the bus back home? There's a bus.
I don't take the bus to work because there isn't a bus that does that route. So there is no bus to go from my house to the office where I work. So there's no bus that goes to my work from my home.
I see. So there is no bus. There's no bus that goes from your home to your work, and no bus that goes from your work to your home.
No, I'm afraid not.
Would you take the bus if there were a bus route going from your home to your work or from your work to your home? Would you take the bus?
Maybe. I think maybe I would take the bus from my home to work and back if it was quite cheap. If it's cheap and saved me money, then I would. I'd be happy to.
So if it's not expensive, if it costs like not too much money, here's some money. Not so if it's inexpensive, if it only costs a little bit
of money,
yes, then you would take a bus.
Absolutely. And someone else drives the bus. I wouldn't drive it. Someone else drives the bus, and I could read a book, look on my phone, have a little sleep.
Right. So here's the bus. So someone else, the bus driver, there's the bus driver. The bus driver drives the bus, and you can just sit. You can sit on the bus.
That's right. So
and then you can use your phone or things like that.
I can just look out of the window. So I can look out of the window, watch everybody else. Great.
Yeah, there's the windows, so you can look out of the windows. Yeah, so that's another good thing about the bus. In the car, you have to drive the car, right?
Mm-hmm. And yeah. I have to concentrate. I have to think about what I'm doing, and I have to be careful if I'm driving the car.
Right. So you have to watch. You can't, you cannot do this, like play games on your phone and be driving like this. That's very bad, right?
That's not a good thing to do.
Right.
Yeah. But also on the bus, I could eat breakfast, I could drink, I could read a newspaper, I could anything. I could do origami.
Wow. So you can, you can read on the bus, or you can eat on the bus. Is that?
That's
But
anything. You can do anything.
But yeah, of course, if you are driving a car, you cannot you cannot eat while you're driving the car.
No,
or that's not a good idea, right?
Not good. No.
And you can't read a book while you're driving a car.
Definitely not. No way.
Not. But if you're riding a bus, someone else is driving. So not you, bus driver. The bus driver is driving the bus. You can sit on the bus and do those things.
That's right.
Yeah. So, but there's no bus. There is no bus. There is no bus that goes from your home to your work and from your work back home. Is that right?
That's right. There's no bus.
Is there another way? Do you ever go to work and come back home another way? For example, what's another way? Of course, walking. Walking is another way. Here's someone walking. So, Adrian, do you ever walk to work or walk back home?
I'd love to, but it's too far. It's many miles or many kilometers. It's too far. I don't even know how far, but it's very, very far away. If I tried to walk, it would take me all day.
Yeah, I think if it takes 45 minutes, or at least 45 minutes, usually an hour, right? So it takes an hour to get to work by car. That means if you walk to work, because the car can go much faster to work, walking is much slower. So I think walking would take, how many hours would walking take? How many hours?
I think.
What do you think?
15 hours? 15 hours? No.
15 hours.
10 hours? 10 hours maybe?
Wow, 10 hours. 10 hours or 15 hours? Wow.
Something like that. It's a long way. It's a long way.
So if driving takes 1 hour, maybe walking will take I would think at least 5 hours, but probably much more than that, 10 hours or 15 hours. What about if you run to work? How many hours then if you run?
If I could run that far, still hours. I think it's a marathon distance, easily a marathon distance.
Right. So that's a very, very, very far. It's very long. So it would take, even if you run, I think it would take 5 hours, and also
6 hours.
6 hours. Yeah, 5. So to run, change it to running here. So here's someone running. So running would take maybe 5 or 6 hours.
5 or 6 hours.
So 5 hours or 6 hours. Wow. And also that would be very tiring, right? It would be so tiring.
Exactly. If I ran to work and it took me 5 or 6 hours, I would get to work and I would be tired. I'd be tired. I'd need to rest. I'd probably need a shower, and to be clean, I'd need new clothes to wear.
Right.
And by the time I'd rested, showered, changed, I'd have to run home again.
Right, right. So yeah, also you'd be not only tired, but also sweating. You'd have to you'd have to take a shower or something like that. Here's a shower. You'd have to clean up, you'd have to change your clothes, right? Yeah, so that's not a good idea then, running all the way to work.
No, I'm afraid not.
Yeah. So yeah, so running, so walking or running. And you have you ever walked to work or ever run to work?
No, never actually, never.
Yeah. Is there any other way? So not taking the bus, not walking, not running. Is there any other way you could get to work and get back home?
There's one other way that I could go to work, but I've not done it. I'll explain why. Because I could go on the train. I could go on the train.
So here's, let me draw a train here. Let me draw a train and something like this.
Yeah.
There's the train tracks. Here's the train tracks. And
that's good.
Like this, there's a train.
I would say so. Yes, it's like that.
So yeah, so have you ever gone to work by train or gotten back home by train?
No, I haven't. But my work is very close. It's very close to a train station.
Oh, I see. So there's like a train station by your work. Here's.
Yes, it's very, very close.
Okay, so there's a train station, there's a train, and it's close to your work, right?
That's it. It's very close. So that's
close
good.
To your office.
And I'm thinking, maybe I could take the train in and out of work, but there isn't a train station near my house.
Oh, I see. So there's a train station near your work, but not near your house, right?
No.
So there's no train station near your house, right? No train station there.
No. So
I see.
It doesn't quite work.
I see. So the train does not work. That's not a good way to get to work.
It's not a good way to get to work and back for me. It's not an option really, unless my car breaks down and doesn't work. If my car won't start, if my car has a problem and won't run, then maybe I'd have to get on the train.
I see. So if your car, maybe if your car was not working or something like that, if your car broke down, if it stopped working, then you would take the train. You would have to take the train to work. So you'd have to go to a train station. How would you get to the train station? So there's a train station. Would you walk or run to the train station from your house?
I might walk, but it takes a long time. That takes 45 minutes.
So it would be 45 minutes to walk from your house to the train station, and then take the train to your work, right?
Right. So I could, but then I'm losing time and I don't want to be late for work. So I think what I'd do is I'd call a taxi.
Right. So you could call
a taxi,
right?
Yes.
trying to draw a taxi here. There's a taxi.
That's good.
Taxi, like this. There's the taxi sign. It says taxi.
That's good.
So you then, if your car broke down or something like that, if your car could not go, if your car wasn't working, then you would call
That's it.
a taxi, and the taxi would come to your house. The taxi would come to your house and then take you to your work, right?
That's right. So that's my emergency plan.
Right. So it sounds like right now the best ways to get to work and get back home are by car, by preferably your car, or if your car is not working, then you'd have to call a taxi.
Yes.
And
that's
then
exactly
the taxi driver would drive you to your work.
Yes. And so that would cost money. That would cost money, but I could still go to work, and I prefer to do that. I'd want to go to work.
Yeah, that's right. A taxi costs much more money, right?
It does. It's expensive.
Yeah. Yes, taxis can be expensive. They can cost lots of money.
So luckily, my car is working at the moment. So hopefully tomorrow morning, and tomorrow's Monday, it'll start and I'll be able to drive to work and from work back home again.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope your car works. I hope that tomorrow on Monday, you can get in your car and drive your car to work, and then drive your car back home.
Thank you for that.